Yo, Sonny, why does your player keeps crashing?
It's something with Discord.
Okay.
Every
Uh,
time it breaks, he adds another monthly card to the pool.
I don't think so. If that's the case, I am swapping
Dude, you
players right now.
if that was the case, you'd have more monthly cards than Goody's profanity meter.
That's not true.
This is my revenge. I'll take us to the end.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome, everybody. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 8th verse of the Terran Charts. I'm Zopni, your host as well. We're thrilled to have you here. And then, as always, we're going to rate some 5 Arknights songs just for you during this, not really a special episode, but like mini thematic. As of this recording, we're currently going through the Lone Trail event at the moment. So that's nice and fun. So we figured that we'll go to space. And now allow me to introduce our lovely panel. To the far left, we have good. Wait.
hi. Hello, everyone. I'm Goody, and I'm a replacement today. We have to dispose of the previous body in a gruesome way.
Oh, okay. And then we have Hanyu, yes.
I'm real.
And then we have our lovely
Yeah,
guest, Stroomer.
Hi, hello, everyone. Thanks for having me.
He's also real.
I am real, I swear to God.
This guy's looking kind of sus. All right, we gotta vote him out.
You can... You don't imagine how much fun I had making this picture, dude.
Dude. I saw the screen. Zop told me how cursed still. I was like, it can't be that bad, right? I saw it. I was like, something's just not quite right. I don't know what, but
It's so good, dude.
Oh god.
Okay, I'll send it to you later.
oh my god.
Hopefully he's watching, because apparently he just got home and he's not being here participating. I see how it is.
Thanks, Goody. I'll send you to the squad later on then.
Anyways, so today we're going to have 5 Arknight songs that we're going to listen to together as a community. We'll give a rating and our thoughts on the matter. If you are in the live stream today, !poll, you can join on in and participate with us. Your votes do count towards the final aggregate score. Other things to also mention too, please support us on Ko-fi as well. We could very much appreciate it. It'll help us continue this escapade of nonsense and tomfoolery. Get it? Tomfoolery? Major? Okay. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I'm old.
Sorry, boomer joke.
Boomer joke. And then also, just a small little announcement. The Terran Charts project is currently looking for a social media manager. So if anybody's interested, please join the Terran Charts Discord and get in touch with me. And then other than that, are y'all ready for this awesome spacefaring adventure?
Oh yeah, take me on a journey.
Oh, yeah.
We're going
Let
to
me
the
tell
moon.
you, I haven't read anything of this event yet.
I haven't either, and I really, really want to. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing this week. I'm looking forward to actually reading it. Apparently, it's super good.
That's what I've heard as well.
Same. That's what I heard, and it seems that it's very lengthy as well, so it will be painful.
Peak Arknights content, which is actually interesting because I think probably the main story writer for Baldur's Gate 3 commented on how on Lone Trail, Arknights Lone Trail, expresses the quote-unquote NASA punk era better than Starfield did.
Yo, that's what I was thinking. The graphic design as well is very spot on, in my opinion. It's very good.
What is defined as an NASA punk era?
The whole 1960s Cold War
the
space race.
stuff? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah. So like that whole vibe was essentially what Starfield was trying to go for, but this mobile
Oh,
game
really?
called the
It's-
Arknights did it a little bit better.
Well, I saw some Starfield gameplay. It's not anything similar to a NSA kind of propaganda.
That's what I'm saying. Like it feels like Starfield missed the mark on what they were aiming for. But I guess maybe they were trying to get a twist on it. But
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's a sci-fi after all, but
yeah, Lone Trail definitely knocked it in terms of how everything's being done. So, all right, are y'all ready for this?
will this be themed around only Lone Trail or?
The songs? Not necessarily.
Yeah, I only heard 2 songs out of all the
okay.
Lone Trail.
Well, you sit back, relax, and you'll be in for a
Okay.
surprise.
Cool. We have a liftoff.
Oh man, that song was. Oh.
Okay, I already
Jeez.
have some opinions on it. It's, I don't know. They made it so good. So it goes obviously very well with the aesthetic proposed in the event. Like, I don't know. They didn't miss the mark in there. But also, I don't know if that's the case with you guys, but I like more the intro than anything else. Like the release of the tension built in the intro makes it sound so good for me.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Like, and then just topping it off with the countdown, which came from the Voyager
Yeah.
1 launch sequence,
Yeah, damn.
which was
just
literally
really all
like 50 years ago
come-
almost.
Yeah. It just comes together to like make it one like real cohesive like instrumental for the event. It builds up, it lifts off, and then now you have all this it's just epic from there on out.
Like the direction of
Yeah.
the song was just like perfect, peak.
Yeah. This song was the one that actually got me hyped out to read the event. So,
Oh
I read a bit on the wiki, but that's as far as I could go.
So this is Control's Wishes. This was composed by Stephen Grove. This is the song that is in, for anybody who's playing right now, is played in CW10. This song is associated with Kristen Wright, who is the boss in CW10. So you should definitely play with music on when you do it. Interesting about this song, too, is the way that if you start CW10, and then once you start it, you don't do anything. Like, you don't pick an operator, you don't change the game speed and stuff like that. When it gets to the point where it says, we have liftoff, that's when Kristen will literally spawn.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did it once for the mains, but after that, well, I instantly lose that stage after that, but
You just do it on practice. Easy.
yeah, sure, yeah.
So in this case, Control's Wishes is it's referencing Control, the Control Department, which is a department in Rhinelab. That's like the main, the head department. That's the one where Kristen Wright is currently.
Oh yeah,
in.
you're right. So that's why the name. I was forgetting about that.
Mhm.
I read the past Rhinelab event, but I wasn't remembering that one.
Yep. So like everybody reports to Control essentially. In this case, this is Control's Wishes, and because there's no Saria used to be a director that worked in the Control Department, but once she left Rhinelab, it was only Kristen left. So now Kristen is Control essentially.
Wait,
So I
was
guess
Saria in the same department?
Yeah.
No,
they-
she was a defense, right?
I thought she was a co-director.
But wasn't she on charge of the defense department?
You could be right.
I
I might be getting my
I mean-
facts muddled up here. Okay, so what do we think?
I'm not sure. Like, it really managed to get to that typical space movie / documentary feel to it. Of course, it's very well implemented within the event. I don't know if this will be one of the songs that I will hear alone on my playlist, but it's very good. So I will say 4, almost a 3 to be honest, but 4.
Very well, a 4 out of 6. What do you think, Hanyu?
Okay. I put this as a 5 actually, mainly because for instrumentals, I do like these like very epic sounding ones, especially like this like space punk type theme. I usually resonate a lot with like punk type stuff just because it's, you know, it's edgy, it's cool. But
Yeah.
but when they mix these like these genres and start making it sound really epic, which is done by like the orchestral instruments, because orchestral is it's like a staple in making epic songs, and the fact that they like actually did include that countdown and kind of worked it in as kind of like a subtle detail to build up into that that epicness after it launches. I think that that really does just come together as a cohesive whole. What about you, Zop?
I don't know if I'm biased or I'm old or both. But this, like, when I really like the whole space theme that this thing has, I'm like a astrophysics nerd on the side, or at least a astrophysics enjoyer on the side. The only thing is I don't know how to do math, so I can't be an astrophysicist. So
Same.
that is like the main thing that you need to be good at is mathematics. So,
We are the same spot, dude.
but it's like it's like one of those things where I just like hearing the Voyager 1 countdown. Like when I heard that in the game, I'm like, what the heck? No way. That was so cool.
Ain't no way, bro.
Hey, no way, bro. I like, and every time I hear it, I just get goosebumps, and I'm just like, this is the build up, and then dropping that countdown, and then just continuing forward as if it's launching off from the launch pad going into space. It just feels so epic. I'm just like, man, like, this is the type of song that you would probably watch in what was that? Interstellar.
Martian? Oh, Interstellar,
I was thinking the
yeah.
same. Yeah, absolutely.
And I was just like, oh man. So for me, because I am biased and I really like it, and it's gonna have to be a 6.
A 6. Wait,
Oh,
is it
man.
that good?
It's
A
that good
6
for me.
coming straight out.
Whoa. Okay. I mean, of course, here where I live, we don't have that kind of feeling towards space exploration because we don't. It's not in our culture and shit. But I think like a 6 is too high. I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, the like all of my bias is going into this rating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What about Major Goody?
Major Good?
Major Good.
Can you hear me, Major Good? Let's see. What is the rating that Major Good is transmitting from the moon? It is a a 5, he says.
A 5.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm the
Good.
one that.
Okay,
I
the
mean,
moon is safe today. We don't have to launch the nukes at the moon.
Not today, but next day. Soon.
Next day, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Goody bye, Major Good. I don't know. This is a really, like, perfect song for CW10. Big fan.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it's so good that made me wanted to read the event, right? But at the same time, I feel like all of a sudden the Rainlove storyline landed on this spot on the space thingy like too quick. Maybe I don't know if you guys feel the same with what we previously had on the previous Rain event.
All right. Anything else?
No, I
To
don't.
the next planet.
Onwards to the next planet.
To the next planet.
I'm going to go ahead and spoil y'all, but I will tell y'all that there is not a space song next. That is Rewinding Breeze, composed by Adam Gubman. It's the theme song for the vignette event called Rewinding Breeze.
Which one was that one again? Can we rewind a little bit?
I
Jesus,
think you
this other
weren't.
one.
Yeah, I don't think you were playing.
Was I not playing then?
Yeah, I don't think you were playing when this came out. Because when do you start? You start around the Dusk event.
I started at R6.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it was before that.
Did it ever get a rerun?
No,
The
vignettes do not.
Oh.
Do vignettes get
Oh, they
yeah.
don't. Oh, so
Yeah,
it's
that's what I
just lost to the void for me, huh?
I mean, the story is
but
still there.
Yeah, you can unlock the story with those token thingies. I don't know what are they
Oh.
called.
Information fragments, I think.
Yeah,
But you just can't play any of like the stages or anything.
Correct.
you're not missing out on anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As with like
Yeah, it's
any
just
other
normal
vignette,
map
it was just
with
like
random.
whatever. I think the only vignette like stage that people really want to come back is probably the Vigilo one,
Mm-hmm.
where you had like the boss rush in that one.
All the
stage.
bosses, yeah.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
yeah,
that was fun.
cool.
But I think that's the premise for what was that new game mode that they're bringing back every so often? Trials for the
New
Navigator.
Oh, that one.
I think that's what the premise was for Trials.
Oh, okay.
Exclamation point Trails. All right, so what do we think about Rewinding Breeze?
I honestly want to hear you guys' opinions first.
Okay, I will give this to Hanyu to go first.
Compared to like the other one, this is also I say other one compared to Control's Wishes. This is also an orchestral type arrangement for an instrumental, but there are some subtle differences. I mean, we all typically know orchestra
Mm-hmm.
to be violins, viola, cello, contrabass, and then you have your woodwinds.
Mm-hmm.
And percussion. But this one's a little bit different. This is like a Chinese orchestra, because you could kind of hear some of the Chinese instruments like the guzheng and some other thing. I personally cannot differentiate them from each other because I haven't listened to enough of it. I'm pretty sure at least one of them is the guzheng, and those flutes, I definitely feel like they're not traditional. The traditional flutes that we know. But I think what really sells me on this song is the percussion, because the percussion adds a lot of depth once it starts getting into it, like all the cymbals and the timpanis. Like, I think that's what kind of like brings this song up in rating for me. So it becomes like a high 4. Like I said, I personally like some of those more epic sounding orchestral stuff, because I don't know why, but like orchestral instruments, they just allow you to add so much like depth and emotion inside the song itself, which is probably why like I think a lot of like Final Fantasy 14 songs use orchestra and stuff like that. So
Yeah, theirs is more like orchestral based, but there
It's
is
just-
some more synthetic songs that they have.
yeah.
But you could definitely tell if you're comparing like a song like this, which is more Chinese derived, compared against Final Fantasy songs, which would definitely be more Japanese derived. You can definitely hear a difference between the two. So you're gonna give this a 4? So
Yeah, that's a 4 for me.
that's a 4 for you. I will concur with a 4. I do not think that this is a mid song, so I don't think it deserves a 3. But I also don't think it's something that I would. I do enjoy listening to it. It's just that, like, okay, it's Rewinding Breeze. So it's like one of those. If I have a 4-star rating, it's like one of those songs that I want to listen to, that I don't mind listening to, but I'm not really going to pay too much attention to. But
Right.
this as a instrumental song for it, I feel like it really fits. The only thing is, whatever the percussion is, it fits really well, but I'm not really attuned to listening to that type of music. And so it definitely stands out to me.
That type, like Chinese orchestral in general, or
Chinese orchestral.
oh, okay. I mean, I feel like that's pretty fair. There's not, I don't even I personally have not heard a lot of Chinese orchestral music either. I feel like unless you're specifically searching for it, you're probably not gonna find a lot of it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
utilized. Yeah.
It'd be difficult for like me to find something like, because I'm not familiar with the type of instruments
Yeah.
that they're using, because like I was
precisely.
born and raised in America, so the only type of orchestra I know is traditional orchestra. So I know about the violins, the violas, the bass, and all those other things like that. And so I think my first exposure to a Chinese orchestral music was actually in a game called Perfect World, like over 15 years ago at this point. And
Goddamn.
yeah, it was a long time ago. But that was a Chinese-made MMO, and it was specific to that. So, I thought it was pretty cool. But it's like one of those things where I currently live and how I grew up, it's not something that I am familiar with. But it's
Yeah.
definitely something I do appreciate. And this song actually did make it on my playlist. I don't mind.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't mind listening to this in the car. So like sometimes, or like whenever I'm doing work, because sometimes I need songs like these that are instrumental in nature and not
Kinda
distracting,
calming, mellow.
Yeah, something to ease my nerves. Like I don't want to keep listening to like rap or metal all the time. I don't want to feel stressed out. I just want to relax. And so this is definitely one of
Just
those
want to be
songs.
in your box.
I'll put you in your box. Let's
Okay.
see. Do you want to hear Major Goods rating first, Stroomer?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, so Major Goods said that this is also a 4 out of 6. He says that he likes the instrumentals for this one, but he also commented that too bad there was not much sort of lore other than knowing that she liked ice cream.
Yeah, that's the only thing I remember from that event, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, is that where the ice cream meme came from?
Yeah, she asked for an ice cream at the end of her storyline, if I'm not mistaken.
It's not really a meme, it's more of a canon.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's
Yeah,
factual.
it's
Canonical.
canon. Yeah, canonical.
I don't know. I don't vibe with this one as much. That's what I said. I felt like Goody, but I thought his rating will be lower, to be honest. I'm surprised he gave it a 4. So on my end, right, I can't really relate it to Surtur at all. I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to be for Surtur or for the Vignette event, because in the Vignette we had, I think, a bit of Phantom storyline as well. I don't know who else. I can't really remember that one.
There was a
But,
lot of them, actually.
Yeah. And isn't this song used for as a background music for other events?
Not that I'm
I swear
aware
to
of.
God, I hear it somewhere else in the game.
We could take a look real quick. I think it's only in the Rewinding Breeze event menu.
I tell this because it feels very fresh in my head, and I don't have this song in my playlist at all. And I don't know. Yeah, I remember it very vividly. But anyways, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
What
maybe.
matters is that I also don't have it on my playlist.
Mhm.
So this means I hear a lot of instrumental arrangements and epic music per se, but I think that this one misses the mark a lot, especially in the middle section of the song where kind of the drop comes, even if it's not a drop per se. But when the most instruments are layered, I don't feel. For me, it feels like a different mood from the start, like a whole different mood. It wanted to go to another place that it's not a very chill one, I guess. So yeah, I give this one a 3. I don't mind it. I don't think it's bad, but I would say it's mid for sure.
The three is
At
still a
least
good
for-
rating. So
Yeah, I will hit it. That's why I remember it. So, did you say this was composed by Adam Gutman?
correct.
Didn't that guy made a lot of the songs for the game?
Yes, Adam Gubman,
it
David
was-
Westbaum, Obadiah Brown Beach,
Are
Eric
those
Castro.
three the main? Are those three the main guys that make music for Arknights?
From Hexani Audio specifically.
Yeah.
What
Arknights,
is that?
they do grab a lot of like producers and studios from like a wide range of places, but those are some of the names that we do see like quite often.
Yeah.
Especially Eric Castro, more
Yeah.
so nowadays. We've seen his name a lot.
Mm-hmm. I know there was a couple more, but like a lot of these recurring composers, they're employed to a Los Angeles-based company called Hexani Audio, and then it's either Yostar or Hypergriff will contact them, or through some channels, probably through Yostar, to commission like songs essentially. So the in-game music, the ones that you will hear, like if you logged into Arknights right now and unmuted your game volume, that is from Bao Uner, who works directly for Hypergriff.
Probably mistaking it with the Dusk event, says right? Oh, yeah, that could be it. I mean, I'm somewhat ignorant on the Chinese side of music production or music compositing, especially in the traditional side, of course, because, well, I don't tend to manage to find songs. It's not that I don't search for it. I really don't manage to find anything that seems...
It definitely takes like some effort to start listening and even start enjoying different cultural songs and play styles as well. The only reason why I'm better attuned towards like different cultural play styles is because growing up listening to songs and animes and then delving more into that, different types of video games coming from multiple areas of the world, whether if it's from Europe, Southeast Asia, China, America, South America. Like I hear these different tones and styles, and so that's why if you look at my playlist right now, you probably won't figure out like what I'm specifically attuned to. I have a giant bag of genres that I listen to.
Oh yeah, I would say I'm also on the open side of things when it comes to hearing music, but I still can't really relate with this one. I find it very hard to do it.
It's definitely like one of the reasons why I kept with Arknights is the music. So the music being the variety of it, the feeling I get from it. Even when I was just like starting off, just listening to the menu music and the store music and the bass music, or like, this is really cool.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I will say the vast majority of players stayed in the game at the start because of the music.
And they're still doing really good songs even to this day, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like we just
Yeah,
heard
and also
Control's Wishes.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It gives me a very start of the game vibe to it. It feels something that feels very that fits very well with the music compositing for that time when the game was starting. Even though it wasn't really at the start of the game, but it was one of the more earlier events, I will say.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Let us move on. So this is a throwback, this next song, to the first verse. Y'all ready for this one? Oh boy, here we go. Was Daydaydream, performed by The Either, composed by Lorelei and Zhong Li. Zhong Li is on the lead vocalist for The Either. This theme is associated with Chen and Hoshiguma. We did rate this in the first verse, so this is the 8th verse, and we did actually rate this in the first verse back in July. Oh my god, it's been that long? Whoa, sheesh!
Dude, that's crazy.
That's crazy, yeah.
Okay. Do you remember what the rating was on that?
I do, actually. So,
okay.
One of the reasons why we are playing this song again is because we used an old rating system. It was based on letter grades.
Oh yeah, I've noticed it changed with time.
Yeah, and so when we moved to the numbered system in the 3rd verse, I knew that we had to go back at some point. So. Yeah. We'll slowly bring these back in. I'm actually curious, so I want Anya to go first with this one.
Yeah, so I personally haven't really like changed my like stance on this song. While I do think it's like well produced, and they did some like nice effects, like when he goes far, far sky, like all the harmonizing layers in that works really well, and I like the panning of the instruments and the ear candy. The ear candy is like the whoop. It's like the almost like pinging wop 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 sounds that you hear like between left and right ear if you're on headphones. That's good, but I just don't particularly like the vocals. But that really just goes to show in like my genre tastes of like alt rock, alt pop, metal, all that jazz. So it's gonna stay like a 3 for me. So it is mid for me, and unironically it is technically below Renegade for what I've rated it, because I rated Renegade a 4.
You're just trying to appease the laser right now.
Whoa. Nah, laser's mids.
Hanyu rated this a C+ back in the first verse, which honestly doesn't really say much. I guess it would be mid because we did like S, A, B, C, D, F.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to correlate that old one.
Yeah, but you see why I had to do that, essentially. Like why we're bringing some of these old songs back for re-ratings.
Yeah, and then we're gonna change the rating system again.
And then we have to do it again.
Oh, let's go.
Perpetual
Why?
content.
Are you really planning on changing the rating system?
No.
Oh,
At least, not that I know of, unless.
God, no.
Yo, Draggy, thank you very much for the tip. Appreciate it. Thank you. So for me, unless if you want to go in front of me, Stroomer.
No, go ahead. I wanna hear if your opinion changed.
So I rated this a B, and I don't know how B correlates it, but this would be a 4-star for me as well.
Can you remind me how the old system was? What was the letter?
Because it was the first 2 episodes, and so we were just trying it out, or like we didn't know if we are gonna continue doing this, so we just slapped on letter grades.
Yeah, from S all the way to F. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was okay.
Yeah, and so we changed our formula over time. This way, like, we added the community poll, for example. So now the community can participate. But then we needed to figure out how to, like, add it all together. And so I just thought, it's like, okay, we got to do numbers. And we decided to do potentials instead of rarity stars. So maybe the potentials will change, but I think the 1 to 6 rating is more than likely going to be staying for the foreseeable future. But the letters definitely
really like
wasn't
the
fitting.
potential system.
It's a nice touch to call back to Arknights. So, but you could definitely see how from the first verse, and if you watch all the other videos up until now, you can see like how we've slowly improved and grown. Not only with what you see on stream, but like how we're talking about these songs and stuff like that. We're going a little bit more in depth. Like my goal is to try to convince people to rate the song higher than what they originally thought. And so now what I would do is that I would give a little background about this. So this song is the Either, or this artist, the Either. It's a trio made up of a pipa and erhu. I'm saying that completely wrong. And
the
vocals.
instruments, right?
Yeah, the instruments, and they're all electrified. So like the core principles that this band has on their website is their core principles are futurism, technology, and globalism. And one of the comments,
Dude, that sounds like a corporate.
Yeah.
I know, right? But one of the sentences that I read to was unapologetic electronic. I was like, they are very.
I could see why they call it unapologetic when you start mixing electrified traditional instruments.
Yeah, like the pipa being electrified. Like, let me see. Let me briefly. I'm gonna briefly play this on stream only, so you'll have to watch it later. panels, but briefly, I will play what the pipa sounds like. And this is the erhu.
Wait, is it? I thought a pipa will be a wind instrument.
Nope, it is not actually. It is a very interesting looking guitar. I can send you a video of like I'll put it.
Yeah,
in.
send it to me. Sure.
It's the player, not the player, the musician that's playing the pipa. She goes hard on that pipa, but I assume that's how it is. But it was very interesting learning about the instruments that were played in this, and then how aggressive the artist is. So, but it's a very interesting take. A little fun fact too: the album art, which will show up on screen, thanks Mastima, is inspired by old-style Hong Kong buildings. And you can see in the music video itself where like you see this like kind of like old-style architecture.
Oh yeah, I don't understand anything of Chinese architecture, so I wasn't paying attention to that at all.
I know, it's like one of those things where like I'm glad that at least for the Terran Charts team, we have a wide variety of cultures, and so I'm learning new things all the time, and I am absolutely ecstatic about it. The more people are telling me about like their cultures and like what's like going on, like, oh, this is related to my culture and this is the reason why, I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
Well, that's the thing. They try so many different things on Arknights that if you want to know everything about every music piece, you need to be, I don't know, an all-knowing or something like that, because
at the very least open-minded.
Telling you, I mean, it's a lot, too.
It is, yeah.
I have some opinions about this song, but well, I prefer you give your rating first.
I gave it a 4. My previous rating was a B, so I think that might correlate.
I think it still correlates to it.
Yeah, it should be almost the same, like a 3.5.
Something like that, yeah. It's not something like, I had more fun researching the song than listening to the song. I was like, oh, erhu, oh, pipa, these are some cool instruments. Song, it's a little bit.
Oh yeah, they were playing in this song. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a little bit too
globalism.
Like I think when I read unapologetic, that really like, I was like, you know what, that makes sense. This is why I don't like this song. They are being very aggressive with this song. Very forced down my throat type of listen to this song sort of thing. Some people might like it, I just don't. Simple as that. But I still think it was composed and performed really well. I just don't like the song.
Oh, so you don't like it?
I do not like it's not something I would listen to it.
Sorry, is it that you don't like it or you dislike it?
I dislike it. But
yeah.
Or no, not dislike, sorry. I do not like it, that sort of thing. It's not, there's very few songs that I will actually like dislike, and I have yet to give a song a 1-star rating. My rating is based on how well they compose this song and how well they perform this song, and less so of whether I like it or not. So I try to give the songs that we rate like some benefit of the doubt. Is like, does it fit well into the context? And then if it starts evoking feelings for me personally, then it might get a higher rating. And then there's also garbage songs. So.
Yeah, I know 1 or 2 from the indie game that could have 1-star rating, to be honest.
Yeah. So what do you think, Stroomer?
Do you have Goody's
Oh, you want to hear Mr.
rating
Major
first?
Goods?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Major Good. Let's see. Major
will
Good.
be the same, right?
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. 5 out of 6. Wow.
Oh. Wait, what was the last one? The last time was
4 out of 6. So he gave
No,
Ryan.
the previous Goody's rating for this song.
Oh, I think it was also a B as well. Yes, it was a B.
Oh, so you're higher this time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He says the comment with Daydaydream sing sang song. Okay.
Yeah, it sticks on your head.
Yeah.
So, the first time I heard this song
Mm-hmm.
was actually on the first episode of the Terran Charts, to be honest. It piqued my interest, and I've been listening to it since. Actually, it's currently on my playlist. I don't know much about Chinese music and scales, but I know that kind of, at least on the traditional side, they use microtonal scale to achieve that kind of weird feel on the melody, right? Almost like how is it? Like a drunken state. And to be fair, I interpret it as weird, but in reality, probably just sounds normal to people used to hearing this kind of music. So, and people normally on the video, as you said, link it to kind of friendship or all around ship between Chen and Hoshiguma. But in my opinion, it's just a song that talks about the how the grind puts too much pressure on us on a daily basis. And the official video uses Chen and Hoshi to show the contrast between the two states of being the song proposes. So, yeah, as you can see, I really dig on this song. On the first section of the song, the lyrics tell about how you are not really fine with how you're living your life. And on the second part, even though that feeling stays, they actually tell you that, well, you will end up accommodating to it if you learn how to relax, how to be yourself for a bit. And so on one side we have Chen on the left, that she's just almost like a very stoic character, and Hoshiguma is kind of the opposite in that aspect. So yeah, for me it's not just something like a ship between those two, but rather it's like the message somehow the song is trying to portray.
That's actually an interesting analysis.
Yeah, right? That's actually quite deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like. I mean, I vibe with the meaning a lot, because on my end I have quite a small problem with the grind. It was consuming me a lot, so I had to learn to let it out, to let it be for a while, because it was too hard on my. So I also after I heard the song, I also was researching a bit about the Ether. They have other songs, as far as I can manage to find, on MSR and on what was the name, Ambient Synesthesia. They have one or two extra songs. I don't remember.
One is randomly or randomly.
And also, it was weird to find that they are a New York-based group. They are not. I mean, they probably have Chinese people inside the group, but for some reason they are on New York right now.
As I understand, they're Chinese, either descendants or immigrants or something like that. But yeah.
Yeah, but they also know very well how to put that in the arrangement. Yeah, you already said the other thing. I was thinking about how the band, they are very unapologetic with the style. On my end, I really enjoy it. I kind of like that weird aspect of music production when they just try things and see if they land or not, because I hear a lot of futurecore, or not really futurecore. I mean, I hear a lot of futurecore, but J-core, and in J-core they try all the time filling all the dead spaces with ear candy, and sometimes, I will say most of the time, they don't land at all, but when they do, it's so good. And I like that feeling of learning how to enjoy those things inside of a piece. I also tend to watch, to read opinions of the people on the subreddit, on the Arknights subreddit, and when a new song drops out. And one of the posts says that in the middle of the song, there is like a melody that makes a reference to a Maoist anthem or something like that. I'm not really sure. I don't know if they put that as a meme or what, but I find it funny. If you can skip on the middle, I don't know. I will say at 3/4 of the song, there is a small tune on it. But you can hear on your own if you want that later on. I give the song. I will give it a 6 to it.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
You know what? After how you explain like the meaning behind it, I think it's well deserved. Also, my player crashed, by the way. So
Let's
there
go.
There it is.
There it is.
That's a monthly card to the pot, boys.
that's what you think, sir.
Omni's pudding.
You're not getting fed tonight, sir. And that's why we don't skip ahead in the video. It crashes the player.
So it crashes when you try to skip.
Yeah. I think I can do it now.
Why-
So I think it's...
No, it's fine. But just in case
Somewhere
your
around there.
stream on the Discord crash as well.
Oh, crap. All right. Any other last thoughts?
It's an absolute banger. 35 hook classic.
Nice.
And onwards we go.
All right, here we go. As we continue this hype train, I'll see if this crashes. But
It's no catastrophe when you run from me. All the rumors that surround you simply atrophy. It's no matter how dark, I feel the heat in your heart. And it's screaming like a beacon that you're on my radar.
that is Squad Unknown, composed by Adam Gubman, performed by Carmela. That is the leitmotif for Ines. Oh man, what a song. Jeez. Talk about a mashup
Yeah.
of multiple genres all at the same time.
Yeah, right?
This is the first time I'm hearing the song. And also the first time I'm watching the video. I really like the, the motion graphics in the video, but that's outside of the scope of this podcast, I guess. It has a very spy vibe to it, isn't it?
A very what
You
type
said
of
spy vibe?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Feels
that
like a
that is a
spy
bit of the feeling that I got, especially after when I'm listening to lyrics and reading them. It feels like mercenary-ish, because they talk about it's almost like they're talking about hunting somebody. So it's like I think that's extremely fitting for what I know about like the characters on screen at least. Because
Oh,
W's
yeah,
a mercenary, right?
All three of them are
Three of
mercenaries.
Yeah, all
Holder,
three of them are
Ines,
mercenaries.
and
Yeah.
I think that it fits very well with her archetype. Isn't she kind of isn't the name of her archetype something related to spy?
Agent, yeah.
Vanguard agent. There we go. Yeah, and I feel like the voice also fits very well with the vibe of the whole vibe of the song. I don't know if it's the Ines English voice actor. I don't know if even she even has an English translation on the game.
She does. They're unrelated.
Oh, such. Okay.
I know. This would have been perfect because like the artist Carmela has very unique blend of singing rock, blues, soul, and folk all at the same time. Like what the heck?
It's funny because now that we're like actually like linking that we're going like deeper into this like operator link. So one of her talents is actually called Shadow Weaver, and then in the lyrics they actually talk about where's the line?
Spinning shadows into spells?
Yeah, spinning shadows into spells. Yeah.
Oh, damn. I didn't know that.
That's actually kind of interesting. Like, I kind of like that how they're making the leitmotifs match more with the character.
They're like
Oh, yeah. The
they're
first
like
one for W was
extremely personalized now.
yeah, the one for W. Which was that one? Was it
Renegade,
right?
Yeah, Renegade.
Oh, yeah. I didn't like that one at all. but this one fits very well with her. I don't know. Do you guys have a deeper the construction of the song? Because if not, I already have a rating.
I do
I
not.
do have a deeper deconstruction, just from the instrumental standpoint. But one of the they actually, in my eyes, are doing quite a lot with this one. Like they go by, you know, standard rock layout: 2 guitars, drums, bass, and vocals, with a little bit of extras here and there. 2 guitars meaning there's a lead and there's a rhythm guitar, and the rhythm guitar plays the same notes as the bass guitar for most of the song, actually. And then you hear the lead guitar with it's the more higher pitch one going like throughout and when it gets to the solo. But what I find really interesting with this is, so in the first pre-chorus, around 50 seconds, they have a synth that's only in the right side of your headphone. It's only in the right side, so it's hard panned right. And at 3 minutes and 20 seconds, they introduce the same synth again on the right side, and it's like maybe a few octaves higher to kind of end off the song. And then right after the chorus, around 125, I think that's a viola on the left side, hard panned, and then you never hear it again. So they're using some of these instruments as more of like a ear candy thing. Every now and then. Yeah, most people probably wouldn't notice it unless you're like actively listening. I had to give it a few listens before I actually like noticed it, and then it does kind of give a little bit of like an older rock vibe. And her voice has a lot of soul to it. Yeah.
Feeling to it, right?
Yeah. Like, and I think that really shows in Carmela's like type of genres that she performs, because she uses a unique blend of like rock, blues, soul, and folk, and I think that really comes out in this song. So, but yeah, and we've already talked about how well the lyrics kind of fit into this. So that, like, all that put together, that I gave this one a 5.
Dang. Like one thing I did notice, I just want to like tack on here real quick. The way that she's speaking in, like, at least here in America, like we have our own like accents depending on the region of America you're in.
Yeah.
She definitely has that like almost southern type of like speaking in a way. And I can hear it because like I lived in the South for a little bit, and it's definitely different than the type of people that I hear from the Bay Area, for example, and like San Francisco. It's not completely southern, because I can definitely hear that she has some of that LA accent, but
So
she
somewhere in the middle-ish.
yeah, somewhere in the middle between the South and LA, somewhere in there. But she like the way that she's singing is just like, as soon as I heard it, I was just thinking like Wild West, like gonna come out with your guns revolving and have a standoff in the middle of the road. Pew pew pew. Stuff like that.
Yeah. That might have been
Yeah, that's
why I
kinda
feel
double.
like it's older rock, you know?
But then you also hear all those other like instruments that are playing on top of it, and it feels a little bit more modern. And
Right.
so you have this like crazy mashup. It's not conflicting; they complement each other, but it's just there's a lot of going on in here that is pleasant to listen to. And on top of that, having a singer who really performs it real well, of trying to be like in the Wild West being an analogy to back in the day in early America, how anything west of the Mississippi wasn't really, there was no like big cities or anything like that. And they had, so America had a lot of land that they either stole or bought from somebody else. And they were like, okay, we gotta go settle there. So here's free land, go people of America. So, and then that's what they did. They took their Manifest Destiny propaganda from the sea to shining sea, and they just told people to go that way for the promise of a new life, free land, and all this stuff. And so because it was so far away from normal civilization, there was a lot of, crimes and death and murders, and you're stuck out on your own, which fits well for the mercenaries here, because they're they're mercenaries. They're out on their own. They're not part of like some sort of a civilization. They're doing whatever they can just to get by, and it's the same thing for the old Wild West back in the day. Because I've been talking for so long, I'm gonna give this a 5.
I honestly, this is literally the first time I'm hearing it, so I can really give a deeper insight than what you guys said. I will add to it that even though, as Sovni said, yes, it has that cowboy thing on it, I really think the spy vibe it has, it's even greater than anything else. And that's why I thought at first that the singer was also Ines' voice actor. Sadly, she isn't, but still, I think it fits her very well. And I don't know, the song overall is a banger. I will also give it a 5.
Ooh, nice.
Outside of that, the I will have to throw back to the video, to the motion graphics are cool as hell, and I really like it. So it also adds to the to the overall rating.
A nice little 6 out of 6 for the motion graphics.
Yeah, it's simple, but it works.
Let's see. Major Good also reports a 5-star as well. Says it's a bop. Maybe he should build Ines. Build your Ines now. Speedrun with your Ines now. Do it now.
Build her because she's a guard.
Vanguard.
You're right.
Yeah, she's a yeah. I recently built her. She's very cool. She steals attack speed.
All right. Let us move on to the final one. Yippee! Woo.
Oh.
It's never really been enough in my mindset. Hit hard, can walk. Hit hard, you tried and failed and fell.
That is unofficial translation is Signore de Lupi. That is the songs that are most likely associated with Zaro, which is the wolf god. That is, for anybody who read Il Kusano, is now following Lapland around. So, let's see. That was composed by Adam Gubman, sung by Sean W. Smith, which I couldn't find too much information because apparently Sean's website is down,
Oh,
which was a little bit unfortunate. But
Yeah, I also found the same. It's in a weak side and it's down.
somebody didn't pay their domain fees.
all right. This was played on IS-10 when you fight Zaro. So yet again, another like literally 2 boss stages and their themes on this Terran Charts episode. Actually, kind of interesting. Not gonna lie, both are bangers too.
Yeah, but also, I mean, Il Saragosano brought so many bangers to the game.
That's also true too.
So, yeah.
And luckily, we don't have Goody here to talk about Vigil.
I originally didn't like this one, but I got hooked as soon as I heard the version with the lyrics. So, I was fighting Saro on in-game, and I thought this song was annoying at that point. I don't know why. Maybe because I wasn't really managing to beat him, so that could have to do with something. But with the lyric, I feel as though the lyric described how the characters as humans saw Saro, Lord of the Beasts, Lord of the Wolves. Sorry.
Yeah.
But then, by further reading it, I started thinking that that's how Saro looks at us. And then I realized that that's how we both look at each other all the time. So the thing with Saro, the main, the plot line with Saro is that he wanted to have control over the game they were playing with the other entities. I don't know. I don't remember the names.
Signora de Lupis,
but-
I think.
Yeah, probably. But while in the meantime, while trying to plot all his plans, having so much contact with us as humans that he ended up gaining our worst attitudes, like greed and jealousy and all that. But he didn't want any of our good sides. So the lyrics, I think, overall describes how he ended up being kind of quote unquote by us, but also how us see him, because on both sides. Let me find the lyrics. You're tough, but it's never been around about you. You're free, but cement your feet a statue. Also, all of this to say you lost it to gain some power. All of the phrases could very much apply to him and also to us. I think it speaks to both the
Interesting.
player and him as a boss.
We are cut from the same cloth. Interesting.
I will say, outside of that, it's overall a banger. I really like the composition. Will be also a 5 for me.
Nice. Okay. I'll go next. So actually, I'll let Major Good go next. So Major Good, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. He also says 5 out of 6 as well. Bop, not gonna lie, gets repetitive. I think I actually will agree in terms of repetition, because I've been listening to this song since like April, May, I think is when El Sur Cosano came out. So I have this like on my playlist, and I listen to it in the car every so often. There comes to a point where I was just getting, not exhausted, but like it became too repetitive and I didn't want to listen to it anymore. But on the occasion that I do listen to it, it's awesome. Like, yeah, I love this song. But I think the repetitive nature prevents me from giving it a 6-star. But I would definitely give it a 5-star instead. It's still a great song. It's a banger of a song. Fun fact too, this is one of the few songs where it actually has the lyrics attached to it on Spotify.
They paid $14.99 a year for this.
Per artist.
Per song. It's not per artist, per song.
I'm pretty sure it's per artist. We already debunked you once before.
Wait, I'm pretty sure it's per song though.
It's per artist.
Because
think
if I
it's
want
per
to
artist,
put it on
right?
2 songs, I have to pay $14.99.
Now that Goody says about the repetition, I think that's true, and that's probably why I didn't like when I heard first on in game, because the lyrics kind of adds to avoid that repetitive feeling to it.
Yeah.
It's not a song that I will have on my playlist, on my day-to-day playlist, but it's still a banger.
Definitely still a banger. Just not on repeat.
Also, never mind, you're right, it is per artist. I regress.
Don't worry, we
digress.
caught that on recording, and so you're gonna get put in your box.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Get your wheelchair out of here.
Alright, boys, I'm out.
Hey, you need to rate this before you can leave.
Sorry, yeah, I had to walk back to my mic. I walked out of my room, but yeah, I think I also agree with a lot of the points that were brought up, bringing this over to 5. I do like how they've produced the song. There's a lot of saturation on Sean's voice, which is what gives it that very like that distorted sound. They hard pan the instruments either left or right. And what kind of makes the song feel long, despite it only being like 3.5 minutes, which is like, I think 3 to 3.5 is like the average time for a lot of songs. So they've like broken this up into like 3 verses with 3 choruses. So and as much as I love the chorus, it might be a little bit too much, which is why it feels repetitive, because it does go into it with like the same melody. They change the words and give it a little bit of variation, but overall, like it's very similar, which is probably common for a lot of songs. But a lot of songs also usually stay within 2 verses, 2 choruses. Sometimes they do 3, depending on how catchy it is. But I don't think a lot of songs usually hit 3 verses in there. And they do hit like 2 interesting genre combinations with this, both jazz and rock. That's not a combo you see very often. I don't see that very often for me anyways, because I don't really listen to jazz music. But you can really like hear the elements with it. Like right now, this part that we're listening to, this is very, very jazzy, but those drums, those are definitely like rock drums, that's for sure.
The way he's going hard on them. Yeah.
He goes pretty hard on there. And there's this like one there's this one instrument that they're doing. It's probably the guitar that they just go for like a very long. It's like prolonged period of time throughout like the verse. I think that's pretty nice. So that also sells it to me as a 5.
Could it be that the listener is expecting after the middle of the song, after the solo, for the song to go to a different side? Like
No, I wouldn't. I disagree with that.
The jazz section
sort of.
proposes a different. Okay.
I-
For
I-
me, the jazz section proposes like it's about to go to a different place with the song, but it comes back to the
Like,
same formula.
I mean, I think that the jazz part that's kind of functioning as the bridge, and that's something we see typically in a lot of song structures. Like the most generic song structure I could give is it's intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse 2, pre-chorus, bridge, alt chorus, and then chorus. That's like probably one of the most generic structures out there. There's different structures for different genres, but that's the one that we typically see in most music. So in this case, they're doing the bridge, and then they kind of go back into they kind of go back into the verse and then the chorus again, rather than just ending it at like the chorus like most songs would. I think that's what gives it like this feeling that this song feels long, despite it being only 3.5 minutes long.
Right.
Yeah, that's the
Interesting.
vibe that I get from that. Yeah,
Probably, I guess that's why it would feel repetitive, because it feels like it's a long song, and so you feel kind of
yeah,
tired and exhausted at the end of it. I do think the analysis that Stroomer did for like how it relates to how Zara either is or how we are similar to Zara in that sense was actually very interesting, an interesting take on it.
Yeah, it's not necessarily that we are similar, but he interacting with us and ended up being kind of corrupted.
Okay. All right. Any final thoughts?
Nope, my internet is dying.
Oh,
I
let's
there
get
was
to
one- the
community results then.
Sure.
I will admit though, I was trying to look for this song for a long time because I heard it somewhere, and the part that I tuned in was that chorus, but I just could not find what the song was.
I guess this would be a good time to plug in the Ko-fi. If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to support us going forward, consider tipping us on the Ko-fi. We also have a commission shop where our talented artist Vinobi will draw your favorite Arknights operator. Nice little chibi sketch. It's very cute. One was recently completed for Angelina, so go check the commission shop. You can see the preview there. Thank you very much to those who are supporting us. All right, so
Right.
Controls Wishes. Welcome back. Let's see what.
Bathroom break, let's go.
Let's go. All right, let's see what the community voted, and the community voted for Controls Wishes a 5.2.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
that's really high. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. So, do people like that song that much? Damn.
It was probably just the feeling of it, like the way that
Yeah,
it has
probably.
the historical value in terms of like the Voyager 1 launch sequence, the way that it
Yeah.
was weaved into the game itself. Like we have liftoff and then Christian spawns, like that. That was
I
pretty
need
cool.
to read that event so bad.
Yeah, I need to actually go and read Lone Trail and just feel awesome. So yeah, it's a pretty banger song. Alrighty, on to the next. So let's see, Rewinding Breeze. Okay.
Or
Let's see. Wait, will it be a 4? They gave it a a flat 4.
no way.
Oh, what?
It's literally like a flat
Oh my
4 the whole way
God.
through. Pretty much hit all the way through. Yeah, it's pretty even. 2 3s, 2 4s, 2 5s. Yeah, it averages out to a flat 4. Nice average. Nice and simple.
So it wasn't me that throw. I don't know. I just can't dig into it really.
Yeah, and there's probably some other people that agreed with you, but there's also people like myself, for example, where it's just like, okay, it's not that mid. I wouldn't listen to it all the time, but it fits the bill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Community gave it a 4 point. Whoa, it's actually more higher than
It is 4.
than Rewinding Breeze. A 4.3.
4.3. How's the?
Come
I feel
on,
like the-
people! It
the-
should be higher.
I feel like the spread for this has to be like pretty wide, right?
Not wide, actually. It's more. There's 4 people that voted 4 on it,
Oh, okay.
with the 2 5s. So no 3s. So a lot of people didn't think it was mid.
Except
Because it
me.
isn't. It's factual. There isn't.
I will agree, though. I do like the composition. It's just that it's not that
Yeah.
the,
Yeah.
The
I
being-
mean, it's understandable.
the being unapologetic is kind of unsettling to me. But I do like how it was composed and performed. We all voted 5 for this, so will it be a 5 as well for the community? 4.5? That's not a 5. Hello?
I thought this will be higher just because it's not as weird sounding as the previous one, and also it's just an overall very well produced.
The spread for this one isn't that wide. It's even split between 4 and 5.
Yeah. It
That's
might
why
be a
it's
genre thing for most people,
Yeah.
honestly, because we really did hit like quite a wide range of genres just with these songs today.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like literally like 4 different genres all in one single song. Like what?
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a very complicated song, which is why I personally liked it. But I guess some people thought it was kind of cool, but probably not something that they would listen to.
Yeah.
I'm actually more surprised that nobody voted it a 6, but that is neither here nor there.
I don't think anyone will think this is a 6 because even though if it's good, it's still something that people normally listen to, like the genre. It's at least on the Western world, we tend to hear this kind of genre a lot. So it shouldn't surprise anyone, right?
At least not for me. I have a feeling that this is going to be the highest rating song for today. If not, it'll be
I think so. It should be. I think it will be lower.
lower, like second
yeah.
highest,
I would say in the middle even.
middle. Oh, interesting. So like a 4.4, 4.3, 4.4.
Yeah, around that.
Let's see what happens. 5.5. Oh my god.
Whoa, damn! Okay, so it's not that repetitive, I guess.
I guess some people just like the fact that it hits hard. They really hit submit button hard with that one.
Yeah, right. You drive me insane. Dude, that part it's just so good.
I know. I don't know. Like I wouldn't. I don't know like how to make it so that it doesn't feel like it's repetitive.
I think you just remove the third verse. If you remove the third verse after it goes through like the jazz part, you just work it in back into the chorus and then you're done. Yeah,
Work
and then
you
you're
back in the
probably
chorus.
probably at like 250 or 3 minutes.
Maybe we are just thinking of the song in the terms of are we putting this on our playlist or not? So maybe that's just also helping for to us to decide. Yeah, this one we are on a playlist, so it's not that.
3 6s and 3 5s. Yeah, it's an even split between 5 and 6. That is all she wrote for the 8th verse. Thank you very much for hanging out today. Thank you very much, Stroomer, for joining us, and thank you very much, Goody 6. Good.
Goody Alter.
Goody Alter, yes, for joining.
No, I mean, thank you everyone for having me. I'm so honored, to be honest. I wasn't expected to be invited, but yeah, it was nice to hang with you guys.
Be sure to check out Stroomer on the YouTubes.
I do some stupid videos every now and then. Not right now because I'm having a break, a mental break, but yeah, sometimes.
Still subscribe now.
Hit that subscribe button now.
Yeah. Join us again in 2 weeks. We will be having the 9th verse, probably without the space theme. Yet again, now I have all these assets that I'm using that I'm just going to put in the trash, like the CC
Yeah,
one.
basically.
One-time use only. We will.
Can I recommend a song for you guys to check out on the next?
Sure, I'll put
or
it on
some of the next. So, it's amazing. You should guys rate that one.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay. Okay, cool. I'll write that one down. Write that. But thank you all very much for coming. I do appreciate it. I'm going to go host or rate up Screen. Let me just get out the final credits as we're rolling on out of here. So this is the Terran Charts. Our broadcasting team is the Jester of Jams, Goody, the Sound Sage, Hanyu, the Harmony Architect, myself, Zopni. Our production team is Mostima.mp4, the Visual Symphony Craftsman. Brand new to the team is Pepero. He's our short form video editor. He's going to be doing some shorts and other stuff for us. So look forward to that both on Twitter and on YouTube. Vinobi is our thumbnail botanist. Special thanks to Donkanjo for the character PNGs, Fran for design and just general support. Thank you so much, Fran. And some motion design from Rumby. Thanks a lot, Rumby. I need more motion design stuff. So if you're interested, make sure you join the Terran Charts Discord, subscribe on the Terran Charts YouTube, and support us on the Terran Charts Ko-fi. Other than that, thank you all very much. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.